game approach. This is another hero that doesn't fare too well in the super late game in general. Meepo generally
a little bit more of a power spike, but he's still 10 CS behind. His Innocence will now be gone on. Doesn't have the shield available. Great flame break. Actually pushes him back against EHOME. Wisp will be in trouble. He rotated up with these chain stuns. 4-3-0 with the Pulse Nova. Will have more than enough damage to get through Whisper. There's that aggressive move. Flame break pushes her back in range for the 2-second stun. You've got the extra with the Ink Swell to slow him down, but no, maybe not. Back off. Now the 4-3-0 is rotated in. Ferrari wants to find his own kill. They'll focus onto the Grimstroke with the miscoils, the slows. He cannot dodge.
Juking those common sentries bottom, stun out of the bat.
Yeah, he's in a lot of trouble. With the flame break, maybe enough space is being created. He's got a salve available. Yeah, they're TPing in towards the mid. There's more coming along. So with Meepo being doomed up, at least the other Meepos can continue the fight. They're soulbound together, and yeah, well, the damage needs to arrive. Batride's going to get in here too, but here's CK. He'll find his kill. It is a 1-for-1 trade-off. Grimstroke for the Abaddon. Yeah. The Burrow Strike from SK. The control is just way too much from EHOME, and with the end...
Not like he's doing much damage. They don't have any synergy yet, and Bat is level 3.
That's a really good hit over onto Xingqiu. He had no idea he's underneath
just in front of him.
Yep, SK going to Burrow Strike forward to begin with, and that will be one really very dead Grimstroke underneath the Shrine. The Doom got on the Darkseer, but there's your big double stun combining with the Soulbind. Now Meepo, how much damage can you do? But 4-3-0! What a huge split up! Meepo can't do anything. The Pulse Nova's doing all the work in the back lines, even underneath the Shrine. Has stuns, he can combo with the rest of his team. 4-3-0's in a little bit of trouble, being backed back into the wall. Earthbind will hold him in place, and well, new Chris Brown, he's coming in with everybody.
Need a farm.
Stinger up in the air once again. Your Scepter down, silence, but hey, that's where you got Firefly 4. Oh, he began the TP. Didn't realize that Xingqiu was in range. Cannot outrun. Yarn a little bit of a slow. Search him forward. They're going to start off. Okay, not the greatest chaining stuns of all. And this may cause some problems, but maybe it won't. Not when you got a back wall in that narrow choke point. More stuns coming out. This one's straight beyond. And Xingqiu with the epicenter is good slow, but not enough damage output. It's still going to be a kill going the way with now finally Innocence going down. Faith Beyond will follow through. This CK's got all the damage he needs. Abaddon's already fought back, trying to fight. There's a big silence, and they bring in the exorcism damage output. Maybe there is enough now, or can they actually get...
They're going to continue pursuit. Look at the speed.
They just charge him forward with Reality Rift and the stun. They're looking for the bonus damage. The E-Blade will connect over on the Doom, slowing him down. Remember, these Reality Rifts, there's such a low cooldown timer. We'll lose Xingqiu off screen as Innocence still looking to back up, but they're waiting it. It's the borrowed time. Pull him back in, and the synergy with this... Xingqiu's going to walk into it, looking for a Burrow target. The Hex instantly being popped up. Faith Beyond the back. They hit the 3-man with the 2-man's arms as well. Stuck inside the wall. They've got nowhere to go. Faith Beyond can get himself a good stun off, and he got the Doom over on Darkseer. SK's already gone down. He'll bite back, but now you'll start to see Exorcism do its work. Chris in the back lines. The stun 4-3-0. Man, they got to kill this guy. The Pulse Nova was just ripping through the Meepo. He's looking for some more control, but he cannot survive. The Aegis Immortal, it is going to burn. Now CK with his BKB wants to fight. He'll find Xingqiu. He'll Burrow Strike again. This will be a dieback from him as Meepo returns for his second round, but they're still battling into the Exorcism. The Hex on the lower. They're looking up the target over on Innocence, but Faith Beyond these never-ending AoE stuns. But Chris, he's got to get out. He's so low. The E-Blade pop. Faith Beyond can't connect onto him, and these stuns and backs him away from the Meepo. Protect this Meepo at all costs. Whisper is doing his job, and they can turn their attention to the big beast. It is never end to bring down this Death Prophet and then force the lane. You know they want more, and you know they're going to get more. The 3-second stun. And Anvorgesa with Silver Edge. Meepo having a crack at bottom. Can't actually find Xingqiu. Xingqiu will get the 3-man stun, and Ferrari begins his TP in as well. Looking for a target, but this means CK turns around. The Hex was so quick, and a 4-second stun. They're just lacquering it on top, and the fact SK will take that. He'll come in with the epicenter, but the damage is almost nothing. EHOME is fighting. CK search him in, put the Iron Shell, pull him back in, and the Soulbind with the chaining stun. It's going to be a 1-1 trade-off here, never end, at least with the BKB. He's able to survive a little bit longer. Meepo's just using the physical damage to do the work. Have they got another lockdown? Yeah, into Innocence. Pop that LOA. And now full retreat. Don't force the issue. The Burrow Strike Xingqiu. It may as well be a Ravage. He's got everything. Meepo needs some distance. You'll Scepter up. At least the E-Blade's going to stop the Doom from attacking in. But Never End's got himself. And yeah,
they're looking. BKB on Bat.
Yeah, well, this should be a hard fight. Or maybe it won't be. Not when you get the Chain Suns up. You'll never get the BKB up. But the Soulbind attack through the rear. Batride's already going to bite back as well. And they're fighting underneath this wall. Backed back in once again. Never End does not have the damage output. CK's just got all the strength in the world. As they look for the extra control, another stun, another pull back. Oh my god. for Anvorgesa just to initiate, because here you go again. Another 3-second stun. The silence over on the Doombringer. Now the chaining Hex. They just want to kill him off before anything can happen. Doom at least gets a wall stomp to happen. And the chaining silence, and the fact, and the lasso. Everyone's being pulled back in this one. Stinger will go down. 70 seconds on the sideline. And the Burrow Strike. Xinq's just forever getting these huge chain stuns and combining with the epicenter. The damage output. Chris is so low, he's going to go down as well. Have they pushed too far? Have you bought off more than you can chew? No. It is the burger you cannot digest. And even the Grimstroke trying to save. He's looking at Roshan, the Darkseer. He'll create already the illusions. He sees inside the pit for the moment. A fact doesn't pull him back into the wall, however, does create some problems. Reality Rift with a stunner. Batten's already gone down. They can move over with a buyback from Meatbo. They're coming into fight. 4-3-0, the first target. They're going to proof fall on top of him with a Burrow Strike. Xinq, my God, this guy is so good. Forever creating the space. He'll have to sacrifice his life. No, it's actually 4-3-0 who will eventually go down. And with the lasso, Meatbo is able to back out with 30 HP. The Crypt Swarm, it doesn't manage to connect. Innocence will fall. Never End will probably join him sometime soon. It's a triple kill for K1. Into the pit you go once more.
The Meepo's just so afraid to engage. He wanted to wait for that shrine to come back up because he's got no buyback. DPL's going to get popped though. No left strike for 25, keep in mind. But if you take this engagement for too long, Anvorgesa, you're going to be in trouble when Ferrari comes back.
They thought they were in Roshan. Xinq Burrow striked for it. Now the Doombringer caught outside the pit.
They got the
quick bounce. The back pulls him out. They won't get the Aegis of the chains. EHOME unwillingly repositioned. And they will push for more. Whisper was flagged as a hero. And man, he is one. He's an Avenger.
That's huge. And now, Chris...
It's more reliant on the synergy with CK to be the front line of 4 seconds of the stun. Soulbind as well as the silence. Pull them together, and with a double lasso it's going to do work. But again, this Burrow Strike in the back lines. But EHOME don't have to sustain the back into a 3-man wall. My God, please, someone give Whisper a very nice drink. He's earned it after this game one. Doom is down for a minute and a half. Never End's going to join him as well. He has buyback available, but no exorcism. You'll pop 3, but can Ferrari 4-3-0 end up surviving? The Burrow Strike again, Xinq. My God, this guy. Such great stuns, but you're not giving up. CK, way too deep. He'll consume the cheese. He's got more life, and here comes Whisper. Surge him out. The Burrow Strike's up, but he's been pulled back, actually being relocated thanks to the Burrow Strike. Lotus Orb reflects. Up in the air, Whisper, he'll get silenced, but there's Lotus Orb trying to break free. SK's beginning his TP up. They really need to kill Whisper. Don't Burrow Strike him. You'll end up repositioning him back out again. He wants to surge. Okay, now they do it. Now that Lotus is gone. Meepo is just keeping EHOME's attention sideways. There's just silence in the back line. Stinger jumps in. He gets a double lasso, pulling it back out. You don't need no Ags when you got a Grimstroke. Just hold him in position in the wall again. EHOME cannot move further away. 4-3-0 gets himself a great stump of Faith Beyond. He cannot survive in the middle of all of this without buyback inside the Darkseer wall. EHOME, they just don't have enough life. Another great stump from Xinq. Create a little bit more space for Never End to get the Spirit Siphon off. Now with the epicenter, he'll get that out too, but held back. The Earthbind. SK cannot get involved. They've got all the regeneration. Still fighting under the wall, but how many times does Xinq get himself a 6-man stun? A couple more. I'd like to see a couple. Run out, back, more space being created. Turner in, going back in for the stun. But again, Xinq, he just gets stun after stun after stun. But the bigger hero who's just able to survive, it's K1. He'll be able to finish the job if they just had a little detection.
Buyback's available. They're just going to potentially look for a throne here. Xinq doing his best. He's playing a game of his life, but it's just not going to matter. He's going to go down. No buyback. Go for throne here, right?
Yeah, GG. EHOME is just like, yeah, you're going for throne right now. This game is over.
So perhaps to try to hit their first peak, but the wave clear problem, which Beastmaster is also good at.
I've seen much of him, but Kid is good. I believe just 16.
Oh God, they got Glimpse already. Nope, that's a nice body block, and this will be first blood in the top lane. Faith. And that's all about just pushing him up faster.
Bottom.
Yeah, no Sandstorm. Burrow Strike's available, but this time...
There was the sentry taken out by Whisper, so now he's in a pure 1v1, whereas up top, we're going to go in.
Yeah, they just keep pulling him back in again, now into a spin. Xinq's the primary target, but then again, Disrupt is going to be the trade-off. Xinq, stick charges, keeping him alive. He'll get back onto the tower at 32 HP, and this will be then the death of the Juggernaut, Faith Beyond.
Be able to do much DPS
They're going to go on mid. 4-3-0. Thought he was nice and aggressive. I don't know if you're going to have anything else to really do apart from, okay, yeah, wall will do it. Side of Fist, look at the burn. Again, these refraction charges, they just don't defend. Xinq wants a revenge, and the tower will help him clean.
Trading as the Jug in this game. You want to be free farming. Gets the healing ward
I don't think he really wants to be here either.
No, he doesn't.
He has to back up. There's not enough mana for the Omni Slash, so with the help of Xinq and control, They may be able to find this kill on K1 up into the trees, and he's just running back. He'll still die to the tower, which gives the kill to face.
Stun forwards, but there's the dust, and they're just going to chase.
Yep, shockwave in. Oh, nice double stun. That may just be enough with the skewer, keeping Leshrac underneath the tower. Stinger, he does have the stick charge, but he won't survive long enough. TP support's coming in from the Juggernaut, and he just instantly Omni Slash onto the Oracle, but he bounced out to the creep wave. Oh, the timing of that's just not working in his favor. And
the stun,
looks for his own stun. The stun connects. Oh, and gets a solo kill. He's so low on life. They saw which way he was going.
TP.
Stinger's coming for him.
Right.
Where is he? In the trees. Skewer forward. He guesses right. Skewer pulls it back. No!
Up. They're just going to...
Keep
There's no
going.
skewer. That's a kill.
Yep. And
they know there's no Omni either.
What does Juggernaut do? Like, Juggernaut doesn't have an influence in this.
Yep. And this is the thing about side lane Lesh in comparison to mid. You get that max edict up way faster. You can see it is paying off. There's just so much damage up a mid lane. They're going for the TA.
Actually
but
pulling him in, but the smelled hit. Chris didn't have enough life. The courier was trying to bring something in. And now they just move from one to the next. Innocence will claim.
Mag and Jug have to hold hands, whereas TA is able to do this by himself as the Oracle mid is trying to
break free. Wall kind of holds you there while on bottom lane. The chain stuns continue from EHOME. They're able to fight
for it. No real cooldowns to worry about. The trap's going to come out with the Jug.
God.
He's in trouble.
He was watching the Juggernaut farming, and they have to hold him back. Magnus
Oh
will
my
end up
God,
falling
they're-
while in mid. They're going to take absolutely everything EHOME because Leshrac just tanks through it. Burrow Strike will come out. Have they got the damage? No. Oracle still there giving end. All the life he needs with a follow-up roll. Whisper will fall, and that just leaves one last. Jericho bring down the wall.
Oh, God.
That is the Juggernaut anyway.
Sure, you're
Xingqiu.
banking on some massive
Omni Slash. He's under the Sentry Ward. He thought he was safe. That's a kill. Wants to finish this Rax. He is dropping down low, down to 1/3. Whisper got the Burrow Strike up with the pickup. You've already got the grab from Xingqiu. Pull back. It's a good storm. It's a good wall. They're holding in both the Lash and the follow-up RP, but where's
still
the
alive.
damage? They kept him up through the entire thing because, like, permanent sustain is there, but when a Slider Fist hits like that and Innocence is low,
God.
oh boy! Oh,
that's
Chris
no.
picked up, throwing down, and the skewer actually pulling Little Shrek with him, which means he can go for a second. The Yulcept is available, so he's got a defense. Up into the air they go. Oracle wants to help out if possible, but End being pulled back. 3 Spirit Speed committed to get that unstoppable streak, and they get the glimpse back over on Innocence. He couldn't dispel in time. That gives it.
It's simple for EHOME to play around these cores, bait
This'll
them.
work. When you got Leshrac totally isolated, up by himself, and will.
And that's who they're hunting.
They're looking for any kind of target. 4-3 is going to be there. Xingqiu gets to pick up over on the Magnus. He's got RP available. They slap him down before there's any chance. His feet didn't even hit the ground. And the Omni Slash, no! It's on the Necro books. And only they didn't even get a kill on a Necro book.
Back.
No. And Xingqiu just blinks forward. Gets the root down on the Ember Spirit, and he can't do anything. Big epicenter. EHOME. In fact, it's a blink forward from Xingqiu to get the double searing chains. He steals Sandstorms, he'll go Invis as well. You know, Xingqiu has just been playing amazing this series, even with the bumpiness of Game 1. He is overperforming. GG.
And yeah, this was child's play for EHOME. A great landing phase. I think a simpler draft in a lot of
Hours, right? So now they got the skeletons from Mortal Strike, and they will look to
mid.
Yeah, top. And in a little bit of trouble. And once again, as 4-3-0's got the haste rune, so pulls him back with the Vortex. Then Xingqiu will be able to connect. Meanwhile, Stinger will die. So SD dies on the save flame.
Wait,
and
what?
Up on Whisper.
It's hard to say. Hang on, I want to watch this pursuit. I think they're going to get the grip off here. If they do, it'll almost certainly be a kill.
Well, Shackle holding Neverend in position. There's no hoof stomp available just yet. And, well, Innocence Never End underneath the tower.
He's got it queued up and has for a while on Whisper, but because he doesn't have it, there's no stomp, which means instead of finding the kill, they lose out.
SD's just going for runes now. Play the money game. If he dies, he dies. Whisper, he's going to die. And SD will join him as well.
Bottom.
Wow. All right. Faith Beyond doesn't really care. There's TP support that's on the way in through the back. They're waiting for the right time to turn around onto K1. And it's going to be Innocence. Here he comes forward. Full channel. Gets the connection in. Faith Beyond's copying so much damage. CQ as well. He aggroed the tower. As you said, 4-3-0. Haste Rune pulls him back in. Whoa, actually ends up canceling the charge. And Chris wants to get back into his range of his T1 tower. No TP supports coming in at all. This has been coming from a mile away, and Chris can't get around the fog of war.
Stinger's just dead.
Yep. Summon the army, and A 237 crit, and top of Chris, Stinger, defensive disruption, actually going out onto Zincube, stopping that charge forward. Now Stampede comes forward as well. Maybe Chris has enough life with that speed to get away. Wraith King's died once, but that's what the reincarnation's for. Zincube kept alive thanks to the false promise. They just have all these levels up and running, and the sustain from EHOME, a double kill for Innocence, and they're going for even more. K1 so bolted up, they'll trigger that one as Whisper initiated on. 4-3-0 will get the chains done. Now you're going for your Nether Strike. This is perfect chaining. This is an EHOME. You know the jump's gonna come. SD, there's no disruption. The wards come out. Now it does at the very last moment. Zincube needs a way to get himself out of this on disarm, but okay, no, just run back in. Yeah, go back underneath the Mana Serpent wards and underneath the tower. When you got Innocence there to help you out, continuously giving you more and more life, and all you need to do is provide 9 shell burn, all he's got to do is just charge him. The fact cancels the TP out. There, Faith Beyond's gonna be happy he took the tome. That one extra level gave him the Stampede. Pulled back in by Vortex. Chris can't go anywhere, and even Sven. Oh boy. It goes from bad to worse to absolutely catastrophe. If they complete these TPs, they're going to do it on top of the wall. At least there won't be a back available, but to charge him once again. Zincube going in deeper. He knows how much he can get away with. As long as he's got the Iron Shell burn, it's just going to be enough damage. They get at least a little terrified of him. And he now, maybe with the stick charges, no, Hawk Stop and Whisper. Finally! So they see the SD. Storm Spirit will jump in. There's no way you can react to this in time apart from defensive disruption, but this just allows EHOME to set up a Spirit. It's a good double stun, and the Mouse Symbols, but back wall. Tries to create a little bit more space. When the Faith Boost just walk yourself away, juke it out in 4-3-0, needs to get himself down the hill and away. Spirit Breaker's coming back in again. He's going to charge through, actually tapping the TA on the way through, and then underneath Shrine, EHOME still with the confidence to fight. Got to be careful of Whisper with this huge stun and the cleave damage from Sven. They're doing some decent work, but is it enough? They have to get through EHOME. But K1's retreating back out. He doesn't even want to stand and attack, and the big heroes who are meant to be the immortals of the older patch, they turn attention around very, very quickly. And if you don't chain stun, you won't get anywhere. Whisper is being pushed and tossed around. Stormbolt won't do much. He's just around the corner. And now, he came outside the pit. The Hex.
They've got to know now.
Roshan's almost done. The wall is down. They created a copy with Sven. Who's actually going to get the kill on Roshan? Storm Spirit will jump in, but the stun, the Stormbolt dive to kill up the Ancient. But who's got the Aegis Immortal? It goes into Ferrari 4-3-0, and this will now be the wipeout. This may actually just be the entire series. TA and
Lash, please.
Oh, another smoke gank. Hoofstomp will be able to connect, and Zincube shackled, locked. Faith Beyond's going to arrive, but the Stormbolt.
How is he
just living through this? Ferrari gets into the backline. He's killed up Jericho. Zincube's not even bloody dead. Oh boy. In fact, he's actually getting a solo kill on Stinger. Oh, life is hard. They've at least got a bit of a trap down, but here comes Zincube charging in, the immortal hero of EHOME. Just wants to stand his ground, work with Neverend as they chain stun up K1. Another jump forward. Whisper does his job. The cleave damage, it's getting through EHOME, but Reincarnation will bring it back up. Finally, Chris Luck will arrive, but the Hellfire Blast burning through a Mass Serpent wants to also be connected, but it's Neverend who's just always there, working with Ferrari to drag back that Templar Assassin. A triple kill for Ferrari.
Minutes in. Well, he's Zincube.
Whoa, that speed! He is hyped up. He's the real Keanu Reeves speed movie, as now they drag him back in. The Darkseer wall pops down. Dven's already dead. Jericho will join him, and this game really is over. They may as well call it at this point. There's no way to escape back out here for Stinger. They're moving over looking for the real TA, and man, Ferrari's just got all of the mana he needs because it cost him almost nothing for the jump.
To keep your heroes alive, to force those favorable fights.
And EHOME have just nicely